And with the bankruptcy, many people have many misconceptions about filing for bankruptcy because sometimes there's fear. They're fearful of their future. They're fearful of what the process is, of what it is that they have to do, and they're fearful of people looking at them in a way that they think that they're not being responsible, or they think that they're not handling their finances as they're supposed to. But sometimes things happen. Things happen. And when things happen that's out of your control, a lot of the times, then there might come a time that you may have to file for bankruptcy. But the misconceptions that are going around is that you lose all of your assets. That's not true. You're able to keep your essentials, which is your car and your home. You have to reaffirm your car in order to keep it. But they will not take your home away from you unless you have more than one homes. If you have access of boats and homes and cars and all that kind of stuff, then they will require that you sell those items and pay the debtors. Okay? Another misconception is that they eliminate all your debts. This is not true. They do not, bankruptcy does not eliminate child support, student loans, if you owe taxes, or if you pay alimony. Those are the things that bankruptcy do not discharge you of them. But anything like unsecured debt, if you have unsecured debt, then you're able to get those things discharged. Another misconception is that you can't file bankruptcy more than once. That is not true. For Chapter 7, you have to wait 8 years in order to file a bankruptcy again. For Chapter 13, you can file multiple times. But so that's a misconception that you can't file more than once, but because you can. Okay. Another misconception is that you have to completely be broke in order to file for bankruptcy. But that's not true. If your debts are overwhelming, that you're in a hardship, you don't have the monies to pay your debts, then you can file bankruptcy. You can file bankruptcy if you're overwhelmed with debt. You don't have the monies to pay the debt. You don't know what to do. You can file bankruptcy. You can file bankruptcy if you're having a hard time with your bills and your income is not matching what you need to handle and take care of your bills. Another misconception is that you can pick and choose which debts that you want to discharge. Absolutely not. They take in consideration all of your debt. All of your debt. everything that you have that you're indebted to. They take it all in consideration. The only things that you cannot get discharged, like I said before, is alimony, child support, some taxes, and student loans. Those things you can't, they will not discharge. You will have to continue to pay those. Okay? Another thing that that's a misconception is that all of your eligible debt will be filing for bankruptcy is a long, complicated process. I wouldn't say that it's complicated so much as it is stressful, because there are a lot of documents that you have to pull together in order to give to you can either fill them out yourself and file yourself, or you can get an attorney to file those papers for you. And I would strongly suggest that you get an attorney if you planning on filing bankruptcy. Either a bankruptcy attorney or a financial advisor. Yes, you can do it yourself, but you don't want to make any mistakes. You want everything to be filed completely and in the right way so that you can get your discharge. You can get guidance from your attorney or the financial advisor if you choose to go that route. But then again, if you choose to file yourself, you can do it. It's on you. It's up to you. Just know that you stand a chance of not getting your discharge. If anything is missing, anything is incorrect, you stand a chance for not getting your bankruptcy. Okay, so filing ruins your credit forever. That's a misconception. Because a chapter 13, I can say a chapter 13. A chapter 13, you can file multiple times, and it stays on your credit report for up to 7 years. But with the chapter 7, it stays on your credit report for 10 years. 7 to 10 years, okay? So no, you do not, it doesn't stop you from starting over. So even with the 7 to 10 years or whatever being on your credit report, you can still start, after you get discharged, you can still start building again. You can start back building your credit again, starting anew, starting fresh, doing things differently. Even though the bankruptcy may damage you for your credit for a little while, after 2 years, I think it's after 2 years, and you've started building credit, then it helps your credit score to go up. And the more you pay your bills on time, then your credit gets better. So even though bankruptcy, it may be a stain on your credit report temporarily, even though it lasts for up to 10 years, you can still start afresh, start anew, and rebuild your credit to where you want it to be. You can still do that. So no, it doesn't damage you forever. You can always start anew. And so it's important, though, for you to consult. I think it would be in your best interest to get the guidance of a bankruptcy attorney or a financial advisor. And in that way, you can fill out your forms right. They will advise you how to do it and how to file, when to file, and you stand a better chance of getting your discharge if you follow their lead. With that in mind, have you ever had to file for bankruptcy? If you have, how did it turn out? Have you started rebuilding your credit? If this information has been important to you, if this information has opened up your mind as far as the bankruptcy goes, if it's anything that you've learned from this information, what you need to do next, then follow me for more, because there will be another part to bankruptcy, because I think it's it's important at this time. It is very important to get the information out there for people that fearing what to do next, or if they should file bankruptcy, or how they're going to get out of this debt, or where they're going to get help from, how they're going to pay their bills, all the stress and the hardship that comes with it. If this information has been valuable to you, leave a comment, share, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.